Welcome back to Scouring Canadian News, so you don't have to. Confusing times we're living in, and who can you trust? The legacy media? Independent journalism? Some old guy on the street corner yelling about squirrels? One thing is for sure, he's right about those little fuckers that'll attack you in your sleep if you're not careful! Welcome to SCNSY DHT's expose on under-information. What is it? Well, there's a lot to unpack, so first let's start off with the aptly named Chrystia Freeland. Freeland. Chrystia Freeland, the serene and gentle face of seizing bank accounts, whose virtuous environmentalism signaled to the entire nation that she was riding her bike and taking public transit to work by charging taxpayers for cab rides and limousines to work. She made the news the other day when one of her RCMP bodyguards cross-checked and unlawfully arrested rebel news reporter David Menzies. It's an amazing world that we live in where being annoying is grounds for arrest. But hey, that's Freeland, you know? Freeland. Moving right along, let's talk about the CBC, who just had to celebrate the fresh $33 million they will be getting from Google by cutting 600 jobs and canceling their annual New Year's celebrations. Keep in mind, however, that the Canadian government won that money fair and square from the evil tech giant by folding to every single one of Google's demands. But don't worry, because the CEO of the CBC, Catherine Tate, may still be getting her year-end bonus. But who's to say? She sure will not. But then let's change the subject, shall we? To some good news out of the housing sector, where the police have been working diligently on removing tent cities from across the country. Truly, thank goodness for our housing minister and, may I add, humanitarian, Sean Fraser, who is a staunch opponent of a ceasefire between Israel and Palestine. Anyways, it's okay though, as Canada builds roughly 200,000 new homes per year, and in the past 3 months, we've received double that amount. That's right, 400,000 new immigrants. It's probably fine though, because hopefully most of them are strapping young lads, right and ready with carpentry skills and other skills, I'm sure, ready to man those new factories being built and employed by temporary foreign workers. And thank God for that, as there might not be any Canadian workers left due to skyrocketing addiction and suicide rates. In fact, it's so popular that the government has legalized and are pumping out commercials for assisted dying. But it's cool though, because it's totally inclusive, available even for those who are poor, addicted to drugs, and or mentally ill. Because everyone knows that those people are known for their sober choice-making abilities. But hey, at least for the surviving new and used Canadians alike, our pensions will be safe, because the province that contributes the most to the Canadian pension plan is fervently committed to backing out. But thankfully I live there though, so it'll be nice if I could ever live long enough to see a doctor in this healthcare labor shortage. I mean, at least we can all forget about that quack alternative medicine now, because the naturopathic doctor can be fined up to $5 million a day for prescribing tea. But that's no sweat off my back. What with all these trusted sciences that we are told we were never told to follow, the hospitals are constantly full. So don't forget to bring your own lunch, because the wait times at the clinic are so long that you might as well not go. But that's just because grandma's got more important things to do, like wait in line at the bank, the food bank. But thanks to Bill C-11 and Bill C-47, not to mention Bill C-18, you can rest assured knowing that the government is trying its hardest to make all of this information very difficult to find. Don't believe me? Look at my hair, why would you? Just ask the Access to Information Minister, but not too much, because now she can deny any request if it is deemed annoying. Or let's just move on from all that. What about Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who really came through for the people of this fine country by finally paying for his own family Christmas vacation by getting it for free from his wealthy friends? But it all makes sense, it's all in control, and you can tell that because our Prime Minister is still on vacation because his government-issued military plane has been grounded due to mechanical issues twice in under 9 months. Good thing we send all of our money to foreign military operations, or he might have to come back, because he's got a lot to do after all. First on the list, overseeing the construction of the new Prime Minister's residence. See? Another house! Thanks, Sean. But I digress. As you can see, it's not duress Canadians are under, it's information. It's too much, or it's not enough, or the wrong stuff. Whatever it is, just don't call it gaslighting or the Environment Minister will try to tax it. Let's just call it a green slush then. That way we can all drink from it now with plastic straws. Again, for the time being, if you have the right friends. Especially don't call it like it is, or you may be accused of wanting to make America great again. I really hope this cleared up any confusion you may have had. I'm Logan Cameron for as long as they'll let me be. And this is Scouring Canadian News, so you don't have to.